From the DJC Collectibles Studio, I'm Midwest professional wrestling legend Gage Octane. And now, here's a guy who said we'll get to that later, and absolutely won't, Kyle Peterson.
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, back again with episode number 64 of the Kyle Peterson Show. And as usual, got a co-host, a dangerous co-host, a girl that's sharp as a stiletto, but twice as dangerous. Angie, say hello. Oh, right there in the eye. I'll never forget that time we were at that bar and you took the stiletto off and got the guy right in the eye with it. It was a wild thing. It was like a young Jean-Claude Van Damme is what it reminded me of. But Angie, here we are at episode number 64. Can you believe it? Did you ever think? That's what this was.
We're getting up there.
We're getting up there. And Angie told me today, episode 100 is the end of the show, guys. I hate to say it, so don't get too invested. Angie said she is done at ebuode 100.
I might just walk at 99.
She might even walk at 70. Who knows? But we'll see how it goes. I might get a new co-host. And if there's any buxom ladies out there that would like to be a co-host, hey, I'll take your resume.
So fun.
We'll see where it ends up going. But episode 64 is here. And we got a ton of housekeeping, Angie. We're getting off track the last couple of weeks. Yes. But there's a lot going on in the world this day. And we have to talk about it. I feel like we got to talk through a lot of the stuff that's been going on in our lives as of late here. So we're going to run through that. But
the world, apparently.
In the world. I feel like I got punched in the gut today. That's what it feels like to me. It's been a tough day. You guys don't even know. They don't even know. But anyways, here we are. Here we are. We're back again. We're
baffled.
We're just baffled. There's so much tomfoolery in the air today. It's unbelievable. But we're going to power on, Angie. We're going to power on. And before we get too far deep into all this stuff, and we're going to go extra deep here, Angie, just like you like it. But we got to thank our friends over there at DJC Collectibles. Sweet. Off DJC to support the channel and save 8% while you're at it. Mm-hmm. Shout out to DJC Collectibles and shout out to Patreon. Are we slowly removing things? Is that what's going on? A hair tie?
That was your hair tie.
That was my hair tie. I need that thing. I don't know.
Hopefully I can find it.
Which I'm going to get into my discussion about my golf outing this week here. People are riveted about my golf outing, and Angie put my hair in a hair tie. So we'll see if I can remember that. I don't know if I'll remember to tell that story, but we'll try.
A little man bun.
But it was quite the day. But DJC Collectibles got that out of the way. Patreon, Angie, this month, it is the month of June. Professor Pig, good memory, Angie. Or you're just oinking for no reason, I'm not sure. But Professor Pig Platinum Edition, that is the giveaway this month. Head over to Patreon, support the channel, support the podcast, all points in between. A lot of stuff going on over there. Let me tell you. A lot of stuff going on in Angie's phone today, too. A lot of phone calls.
Blown up.
A lot of spam calls, or are they? Who knows what's going on? But
my boyfriend.
A lot going on here today, Angie. And speaking of Angie just yesterday as we were filming, we always film this. These aren't live, folks. There's some people in the comments every once in a while that think these are live. Like they think they're live commenting, which isn't true. But it is a week old. I don't know. We filmed this, 5 days early? But if you're a Patreon member, you almost get this on the day or the day after it's filmed. So take note. Another reason to join the Patreon here. But yesterday, as we're filming here, Angie, was Angie's birthday. Angie, it was a great birthday. One of the best birthdays you've ever had, probably.
So great.
Angie could care less about her birthday, where me, I feel like there should be monuments, there should be balloons, there should be skyriders, there should be something going on. It's my one day to feel special. I never feel special. But I
get awkward. I get so awkward when people are like, I'm thinking of you kind of vibe. Or you're like singing to me on my birthday.
Oh, well, and we're going to get to that here. But it's funny is, Angie, I sent some nice messages on social media yesterday, and she didn't even thumbs them up.
Didn't
favor them, nothing.
Yes, I did.
Maybe just now.
Fact check that.
Maybe just now. Like not yesterday on your actual birthday. You just ignored it. Scroll past.
Go find. Get it on your phone right now.
I'm sure you did it today or just a couple minutes ago. You said Kyle's going to come. I know him by now. I know what he's up to.
I liked it.
But Angie, we took you out to a special dinner. Angie could go wherever she wanted to go. I said, Angie, where you want to go for dinner? We're going to go there. You just pick the place. I got the bill. Don't even worry about it. I'll pass you my card and you can pay. But Angie, where did we go?
So elegant. Olive Garden,
that fancy Italian place. You know, I felt like family when I was there. I don't know if you did as well. And the kids and you enjoyed Elle. She got mashed potatoes because when you're at the Olive Garden, why wouldn't you get mashed potatoes? That's what I said. Why wouldn't you?
I mean, you told her they were good.
I was joking. I thought she saw through that joke. But
clearly not.
She's crazy. And she's crazy. She gets mashed potatoes, no gravy, no salt and pepper, nothing on them, just plain, which is weird. I'm like, you going to mix them with your Alfredo noodles or something? Nope, not even doing that.
I think they were instant, too.
No, they looked horrible. Like, why would you get those there? So she got that. And then Emma got like fettuccine. And
they both got fettuccine Alfredo.
And grapes. She got grapes. Why wouldn't you? And then she ate about, I think, 44 breadsticks, which actually broke my record from high school of 22. Shattered my record, doubled my record. So kudos to her. And then good friend of the channel, Jeff George, told her all about the fettuccine Alfredo sauce to dunk them in. So she was all in.
So now she's real big back.
Yeah, Emma ate 20,000 calories in that meal, I think.
And like 4 Dr. Pepper.
She was like, it might as well be my birthday. I'm celebrating too. So she was deep. But it was funny is our waitress, it was one of those waitresses that calls everybody love. She's like, oh, hey, love.
Sweetie.
Gorgeous. And I told the kids, I think she's got a crush on both of you. I'm not sure. And it was kind of annoying. But she was nice. She meant well, but it was a weird spot. The Olive Garden isn't what it once was. And a lot of people are going to say it never was anything. And I could probably agree with that too. But the whole crew in there was just crazy. They were all talking like crazy. And it just didn't feel like the Italian experience. Then there was this weird, really big, older, gray-haired guy there, which kudos to him for having gray hair. I'm getting there. I'll be there one of these days. And he was singing, but he was singing loud. I mean, he was,
God, like an opera singer.
Yeah, and I didn't.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, which was weird because, like, do the Olive Garden
there were so many people there with birthdays.
I didn't know, and we'll get to this, but I didn't know if, I didn't remember the Olive Garden ever being a sing-along place for birthdays.
I've never heard anybody sing.
But they were singing that night, and luckily for us, Angie didn't want to get sung to, but she did say, hey, it's my birthday, where the kids would say, I'm not telling them it's my birthday. I'm too scared. But Angie has no fear of that. It's just my birthday. Give me some of them powdered donut things. We got those at the table, and Emma was excited. She had a bunch of those, too. Emma was really putting it down last night.
Carb loaded.
She's growing, I guess. She is 11, so I guess she's growing girl. But it was funny is like the lady came, she started to sing Happy Birthday really quiet, and then pretty much knocked it off because she knew we weren't the family for this. We're not the family for this. I was going to give her the stink eye. I was already trying. She wasn't making eye contact with me.
But she did tell me I was a MILF, so that's.
Oh, she did.
Yep.
She did.
That's why she got a big tip.
Yeah. I was glad to give her a $25 tip at the Olive Garden. That's what you do, of course. But the funny thing was, the guy singing behind us, the girl's birthday was Angie. How weird was that? Mm-hmm. So that was kind of funny that she sang to Angie. So I said, let's count this one there. And then you went over there and talked to that table.
Well, I just thought it was funny. I said, because her name was Angie and it was her birthday.
You said,
so I was like, I'm Angie and it's my birthday. So I was like, I was pretending like he was serenading me.
Yeah. And she just said, girl, sit down here. And
she was like, that's so funny, girl.
Oh, the female.
Then there was another birthday. There was the other table down, all females.
There was a lot going on at the Olive Garden on a crazy Wednesday night. Let me tell you, if you've never been to the Olive Garden on a Wednesday night, it's wild. You think Friday and Saturdays at the Olive Garden are wild? Go on a Wednesday night. You would not believe it. And we went to kind of the dirtier Olive Garden too.
We did.
There's a new one. There's 2 new ones in the suburbs here. This one's been here since before I was a kid, so it's been here a long time. And it looked like there was some sketchy individuals in there. When I thought
it was weird. It's the first time I've ever noticed that the wait staff was so young, because usually it's like an older demographic, 30 to 50.
Poor Angie's getting older every day.
And didn't you seem like they were like kids like that?
It did. Everybody
like
seemed extremely
was like
young.
20s.
It was ridiculously young, and it's weird because I always assume everyone is way older, which is a weird thing. Mm-hmm. And I just had a former vice president at my company this week died. He died, yeah, and I'm not sure the circumstances yet, but the bread Jesus life will kill you. It's going to happen. One of these days, Angie's going to hear it come with a very somber video, but the problem is Angie won't know how to post it, so that'll be the problem. She'll probably post it on social media. She'll just put a quick caption up or something. Hey, FYI, guys, sorry to tell you guys, but Kyle passed away yesterday. It's going to happen one of these days. I can't wait for it. I hope you make the message better. I hope you can get it out there in a more timely fashion than you like my birthday greetings. But the vice president,
I'll figure out how to get a GoFundMe link.
And I dealt with this vice president pretty hard for the last year. And really nice guy, but we butted heads a couple times. So that's business for you. You butt some heads. Bread Jesus especially. He's got his ways. He's stuck in his ways. But I just assumed he was like 10 years older than me. Little did I know he was the same age as me. He's like almost a year older, which really messes with my brain a little bit. I don't know how to feel that. It's just weird. And kind of like that, all these people are young and they're like, look at this old family. And that's what they said. Oh, you're looking good for being a mom, or whatever she said to you. So it was a wild time at the Olive Garden. Let me tell you. But we should have went to one of the other ones, or better yet, we should have went to like one of the homegrown Italian places in town. Like one of like the
even
real,
like Piaget's. I tried to put a little accent.
That's basically a poor man's Olive Garden in some ways. I don't know. It's a little better, but we should have went to.
What are you thinking of?
I don't know. One of these burratas, if you can find it. That's a deep cut joke that 99.9% of people don't even understand. But we should have went to something like that. Some Italian place that has chicken liver on the menu. That's where you judge. That's Olive Garden. You think they know what a chicken liver is? Come on, get out of here.
Oh my gosh.
It was all right. What did I get? I got like the chicken and shrimp carbonara. Carbonara is what I got.
We're so old. We can't put it down like we used to. I used to be able to finish a tour of Italy. Now I couldn't even eat.
Now she can't even get on the plane.
Third of it.
You can't even get on the plane for the tour of Italy anymore.
And I was good. I only ate like 2 breadsticks.
But Angie was nice enough. I had meetings all day, as I do every single day, and Angie made me my leftovers.
Mm-hmm. And I made you a breakfast sandwich.
And she made me a breakfast sandwich. Mm-hmm. I was eating good in the neighborhood today, which isn't good. I shouldn't even eat because I had those 2 meals. I had 3 Monsters and a Diet Mountain Dew, I think all before noon. Well, who doesn't? Who doesn't, of course. But I didn't get any exercise in. I sat at my desk all day long, was on conference calls all day long, got no movement, got no steps in, and now I'm doing this.
The breakfast sandwich was one of those egg witches, though. That's the eggs.
So I was eating healthy.
Eggs as the patty.
Oh.
Or no, what? Eggs as the bun.
Yeah. Anyways, that's enough Olive Garden. Let's move on. Next thing we were up to here, we're going to go back to last Friday night. Angie, remember what we did last Friday night?
The movie?
Nope. Angie doesn't remember. We talked about the movie last week.
Oh, Marty Stewart.
We went to Marty Stewart. Yes, Marty Stewart and his fabulous superlatives.
Do we have a picture of this?
Yeah, I'll put all this stuff in here.
I'm sure. We were both wearing country western.
We both wore our western gear that night, as one would do for Marty Stewart. And Angie, I don't know about you, but I noticed here's the weird thing. I've been saying you wait to the last minute to get these tickets. Waited to the last minute. Tickets never went down in price. I went to StubHub. There was like 100 tickets on there. Like, what are these, like, people going to just eat the ticket? Like, I waited till like an hour before the show and they were still up there.
You think people are scalping, or is it just old people that like forgot to go?
I don't know what's going on, but you think like whoever had those tickets would rather get $50 than nothing. But that was it. So I had to pay $50. We sat pretty good in the balcony. We didn't go real close. I said, yeah. And I was planning on skipping it. I said, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And you said, no, Marty's in town. We go when Marty's here with the fabulous superlatives. And we did. And if you know Marty Stewart, you know Marty Stewart. It's some outlaw classic country. Mm-hmm. He used to be the pop country in the 80s. That's when my grandma loved him. And I wasn't really feeling that. I like his more modern day stuff. Of course, go back to RFD TV. You know about RFD TV, of course. Rural Farm Network. He had a great show on there once upon a time. The Tennessee Slicker, Leroy Troy, was there. It was a great time. But we went to the concert. What did you think?
Good. I was impressed. I'm always impressed with how good they are musicians and how he sounded exactly the same as he did last time I saw him, which was decades ago.
Yeah, 100% live, real musicians. I've seen him quite a few times. Decades ago. We've saw him before then, but it's been a while for sure. 5, 6. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But it was a good show, and it was worth going to. I'm glad I went. $50. It was a nice night. Mm-hmm. A little too heavy on the instrumentals for me, though. I like some of that, but it got a little long in the instrumentals. But one thing I definitely noticed is we were the youngest ones there by like 20 years. Mm-hmm. It was all 60 and above crowd rocking out that night.
A lot of silver foxes there.
Yeah, there was. It was an interesting group there, but it was good. It was a nice way to spend Friday night or whatever. But Angie, then we segue into what's next. As we're filming this here this weekend, we're headed to the Quad Cities. Beautiful never, as we know. Well, those river towns, always dangerous. You got to, wear a bulletproof vest or something when you go to those river towns. But hoping to see some of y'alls in the Quad City as we're going to Joe Bob Briggs and Darcy the Mail Girl will be there for a special showing of one Bubba Hotep. Angie's never seen Bubba Hotep. It'll probably change your life forever. But we're going to go on that, and I'm sure we'll talk about that next week on the podcast. But you can go see Joe Bob Briggs and see what they're up to and see the Q&A. Maybe go to the world's largest truck stop. Maybe get some dinner. It's going to be a rough night. I'm just waiting for Angie to bail on me and have to find somebody else to go with, I think, because it's going to be about a 3-hour drive there, 3-hour drive there, 3-hour thing. So looking at 9 hours. Angie gets home at midnight. That's too late for her. We'll see where it all goes.
I'm just a baby.
We'll stick tuned next week for some of that. But Angie, we also, of course, some of the other housekeeping, we talked about it, but we did go through with it. We went to 5th grade graduation for our daughter, Emma. And as I did prophesize with the crystal ball, I got that out. And of course, Angie was tearing up. She was tearing up at the 5th grade graduation as Emma, the whole school lines up and they high five all the 5th graders on their way out of the school. They're going to middle school for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Or is it 6 and 7? 6, 7, 8?
They go to 6, 7 next.
6, 7. 6, 7, folks. Yeah, that's where they're going. 6'7". You can do that a little later. 6'7". So she's right there, and they did all 5'5s and stuff. And Emma just looked like a giant. I put some of it in my toy hunt. She is an absolute giant. But Angie was tearing up. I couldn't believe you were tearing up. I mean, I can't imagine what high school.
It's like a double whammy because I'm such an empath too. So like anybody else I saw crying was like.
And I was thinking the whole time I'd be doing cartwheels out of the school. I would be like, oh, I'm so happy to be out of here. I would be just rushing out. Like summertime break was great.
I'm shocked Emma wasn't emotional because she's a kind of emotional kid more than
And Emma didn't want to leave. She was like, I'm like, school's over. Let's get out of here. She's like, oh, I want to say hi. Oh, I want a picture with my teacher and all this. I'm just like, I would have been out of there so fast. I would have been home on the couch by now is what I would have been.
I'm glad she liked school because I was worried about that.
Yeah, so it was quite the time there. But in a shocking twist of events, this is one of the most shocking moves I've ever seen. You know where I'm going with this because I've been talking about this for 2 weeks, Angie. I'm still just perplexed about this. Emma wanted to go. She had a friend that she'd been in elementary classes with. I don't know. You know who I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. His name's Sai.
Okay.
Sai, like sayonara. You know Sai? You know where this is going now.
Yeah, no.
This guy, a little Asian kid. Good guy, though. Mm-hmm. A little spicy, I think.
A little cutie.
Yeah, I don't know. So shout out to Sai. He's a real one, of course. But he was... He was out there and he was living his life or whatever. But we went in and Emma wanted to go into his classroom and say hi to him or something. So she's like, oh, come, let's go say hi to him or something. So I don't know why I was there. I don't know why we were there. And he's like, Emma, gives her a hug and all this stuff. We go, come here. And they go to like their locker.
Like they're doing a drug deal.
It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It was weird on so many fronts. I've never seen anything quite like this. They run to the locker. He gets his backpack out. And what does he pull out of his backpack? And this is like, what time was this? Like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He pulls out McDonald's French fries out of his backpack. And here, Emma gladly takes this French fry, eats this French fry right there. And I'm just like, what? I'm just like doing this. I'm right there. I'm just like, what is going on here?
You know, it was his dinner last night.
This was like his dinner the night before, and he stuck his leftover French fries, just loose, not in the cartridge, just loose French fries in the backpack. Reaches in there, gives one to Emma. He eats it, cold, gross, and Emma immediately was like, and I'm like, what do you expect?
Shocked.
I thought this would be like nice, salted, warm out of that backpack. No. I just sat there. I was like, just in absolute shock the whole time. I could not believe what I was witnessing. I'm glad I witnessed it because it was one of the craziest things I've seen in a long time. And I've been bringing it up about every single day for the last 2 weeks. Like yesterday, she wouldn't even try the mashed potatoes from Olive Garden. I said, but you'll eat a French fry out of a guy's backpack that's been in his locker for like a day? You'll eat that French fry, no questions asked. Oh, give me that. Thank you. Unbelievable. That was unbelievable. I don't know if that was a power move or that's the next step beyond power move. I'm not sure what exactly you classify that move, but
oh my God,
that is a wild thing. It reminds me of back in elementary, there was this one kid that would eat anything if you paid him. And it'd be like, hey, I'll give you 50 cents if you eat that gum off the ground. And he would like get there with the pencil and get it off and he'd throw it. And we'd do anything like that. You know, he would do anything. He didn't care. He was a wild kid. We all had one of those at our school. Hopefully you weren't that kid.
Eating boogies and glue.
That was Angie, of course, at her school. She was going to town. But fifth grade graduation, the French fry was the lasting thing. I'll long forget Emma ringing the bell and doing her high five, clap out, goodbye. I'll always remember the locker French fry. There's no doubt about it.
Fun fact, I can't even eat a McDonald's French fry. They give me a headache, like almost instantly.
Well, we're going to get into some other fast food later on in here. I'm not a big McDonald's guy either. At all, really. The chicken nuggets probably my go-to, and those I don't even know if they're chicken anymore.
I don't think they were.
Angie, we got a lot more to talk about here. There's a lot of housekeeping this week, folks. He-Man, a little follow-up. Now, last week was our all He-Man episode. We tried the He-Man donuts. We gave our thoughts on the movie. Now, I have just secured tickets. I will be going next week to He-Man again. I felt like I should see it one more time. And it's been all over the news, social media and stuff, that it's a big box office bomb, all this stuff. And I think that's a little strong. I feel like there's a lot of people rooting against things in this day and age. It's kind of like the Nitro stage for crowd funds. People root against that stuff. Just let people have their fun. If you don't like it, it's fine. But you don't got to root against something. Like, what does that do? But there's a lot of people that felt like rooting against the He-Man movie. It's not Citizen Kane. And some people would say Citizen Kane's not that good. But of course, me, as you guys know, all these people are well-rehearsed people. They know these things. I am one class away from a minor in film. I think you knew this. So you got to know. I understand these things. But He-Man was a fun movie. It was a good way to spend 2 hours. I get it. Maybe never watch it again. But if you're familiar with the property, it's worth seeing one
Unless
time.
you're you. Unless going again.
I'm going to go again just to support. And I feel like I'm never going to see this in the theater ever again. So I might as well just go. It's 2 hours. What is it? I'll go. So I'll go one more time. But I do feel bad that it apparently was a box office bomb. A lot of people saying there won't be a sequel. I am going to say I am 60-40 that there will be a sequel. And here's my reasoning. I saw Monday this week. It beat expectations on Monday. I think there's some word of mouth. I think summertime, not everybody, there's people on vacation. There's things going on. I think over the next few weeks, it's not going to be as big as week one. It never is. You can see that for albums, everything else. But you'll still trickle some people in there. There'll still be people like me that might go a second time. I think a movie like this will have more second time viewings than maybe Scary Movie 6, where people go one and that's it. But I think He-Man's got a little bit more passionate fan base. Maybe, maybe not. They might see it multiple times. But the other thing about He-Man is Mattel owns the property. So there's not as much licensing that goes out. So by using that, there is some savings on stuff. You also got to think all the merchandise. Now, Scary Movie 6 beat him at the box office. There's not really a lot of Scary Movie 6 merchandise. There's tons of He-Man merchandise off of this. Restaurants, Krispy Kreme, Denny's, there's t-shirts, there's action figures aplenty. There's money to be made outside of the movie that the movie drives some of those sales too, and those seem to be selling very well. So I think that'll help, and then it'll eventually hit streaming. It'll eventually hit DVD. They'll get some sales out of that as well. Maybe not a ton, but it's still crumbs make crumb cake. It all adds up. And I think by the time it nets out a year from now or whatever, they're going to say, okay, we got to, it's not a break-even business. That's business 101. If everybody ever tells you, oh, we just want to break even, that's dumb. You did all this work to break even. You didn't make any money. You want to make at least a penny past break even to say you made some money on it. But I think they will make some money on it. I think there'll be a second movie. Now, I don't know if the second movie is going to go off to She-Ra land. I hope not. But I also think the second movie won't have the budget of the first movie. So they'll dial back the budget. They'll be a little bit more conservative. So I think you'll see some of that. But I am hoping for a second movie because it was a perfect movie, no, but it was enjoyable for what it was. There were some problems with it, but there was some cool stuff with it too, as we talked about last week. Check out our thoughts. Check out all that. But I am hopeful for a second movie, a sequel movie. And I would love to see a G.I. Joe movie in somewhat of that same vein. I think Hasbro could take some lessons on that. Maybe not super, super comedy, but I think they don't need to play it as serious as some of the other ones have over the years. So any thoughts from you, Angie?
Well,
No.
what was that budget?
I think it was 200 million or something, but it needed 400 million to be a success. So that'd be double. But I don't know if there was, I don't know how all the math works on it, but either way, we'll see where it ends up going with old He-Man,
Crazy.
the mighty He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So we got two more things on housekeeping. This is half this episode is going to be housekeeping follow-ups here, Angie. Angie, last week, do you want to talk about this? I heard you had a little bit of a car drama this week at Walmart. Of course, Angie, your typical Walmart customer, going into Walmart, of course.
I had my first Karen interaction.
She had a Karen, and she wasn't the Karen this time.
No, but I was like, what is it? Not preface that I was, basically, from the scenario.
Oh, the guy thought you were.
Yeah, but I really wasn't.
Did he call you a Karen?
No.
Did he say anything to you?
No, he just recorded me.
This guy recorded her. Maybe he was just a big fan of your work. Maybe he thought you were the Mona
It was
Lisa.
really bizarre and really quick. So it
sounds like something else we do.
He was coming in and on a turn. I was coming in right behind him. And then right away, you turn into a parking lot. So he braked and like got down to like 5 miles an hour. It was like way too slow for the turn. So I did come in too tight on his butt, basically. And then he immediately started like crazy brake checking me. And then he put his car in park and put his hazards on.
He parked it in the middle of the street or in a parking spot?
Well, it was kind of in a parking lot, but it was like on still like technically a main road. It wasn't like in the lanes of the parking lot. At first, for a second, I thought maybe he was having car trouble. It was really weird. Yeah. And then he got out of his car and just started recording me. I was like, oh my God. So I just went around him. It was so weird. I've never like dealt with anybody like recording me like that before.
Were you scared? Were you getting heart palpitations?
No, I wasn't that scared, but I was also like, oh, this car's registered to you. Like, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm sure he took it all down, but you never heard anything from it. You didn't really do anything.
It's weird. It's not, the video would show literally nothing. It would literally show a person like just going around a parked car because that's all that was on video.
That's a weird thing. You should have got out and talked to him and find out what
basically his reaction was like a 10 and what I did to him was like a 2.
Yeah.
It was just like.
Well, that was a lot more riveting than I thought it was going to be.
It was weird.
So that was it. So, yep. Okay. Well, that was a short part of the housekeeping here, but now we got the last one. And Angie, we saved the best for last. I don't know. It's just last in my notes here. This week, I think I mentioned it last week. I had a big golf outing. And I'm so busy on this stuff. I thought it was Tuesday. Thankfully, I reached out to my boss, said, hey, what are we going to do about that huge meeting we have Tuesday? We have the golf outing. She said, no, the golf outing's Monday. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I was actually praying the golf outing would get canceled because we had a lot of storms this way. A lot of rain, thunder, and everything. But what do you know? The sun came out, heated up everything, dried everything. And a lot of people are like, Kyle, you get invited to all these golf outings. And so many people are like, that's great. Yeah, the problem is I'm on the course for 9 hours. I have a 12-hour workday every single day. So where do I get my 12 hours back? So it's fun to go out there. It's fun to do that stuff. But the other problem is I don't like golf. I'm not a golfer. Only time I golf is at these golf events. And you can imagine I absolutely suck at golf. However, Angie, in a plot twist, I did get one of the guys I was with did record a little snippet of my golf. I said, oh, this would be cool. I can put this in social media and stuff. So I did get a recording here and I might as well roll it for everybody, I think. So I'm going to show everybody my little golf swing, a little golf action.
There we go. I totally lost it. I didn't even see it come off the club. I didn't either. Jeez. It went way out there. I think there's a ball right there though. Yeah. We'll find it.
Now, how amazing was that? That was my first ever hole-in-one. I couldn't believe it. I lost the ball, but it was amazing. And so that was pretty cool. I got a little extra prize for that. A $25 gift card to a grocery store, a local grocery store. So I thought that was pretty cool for a hole-in-one. They said it was the first time they'd ever had a hole-in-one on that hole, too, which is pretty cool. So I thought that was pretty nice for a guy that's only golfed like 10 times in his life. But it was a hot, long day, and you guys know me out on the golf course. I like to really show up and show out. I get the John Daly style wear out there. And funny plot twist this week, John Daly was right down the street. We had to go get some groceries at the grocery store. I was like, oh yeah, let's go get a picture with John Daly. And it was like 100 degrees out, and I saw there was like 50 people in line outside. I said, I don't need to meet John Daly that bad. I don't need to meet him. If there was nobody in line, I had to wait for like 5 minutes. I'd say, yeah, I'll grab a picture with him real quick. That'd be fun. But an hour outside in 100-degree heat, I don't like John Daly that much. There's not a lot of people I'm waiting that time for.
We probably could have went closer into the wine and spirits.
I'm sure, but if I would wait for Boss Rutan for something like that, I would wait, or like somebody like that, but not John Daly, unfortunately. So it sounds like I missed quite the fun with that. But it was quite the golf outing there. It was a long day out on the links, of course, as you can imagine. I don't know. It was what it was. But I did get some gifts, Angie. So, I did do a Patreon exclusive video for the month of May. I had a big meeting and they gave me some gifts and I did a special video. It was a blind unboxing of some special gifts. So Patreon members, check out that video last month. I thought about doing the same thing this month. I said, I'll save it for the podcast and I'll show everybody what I got as a special gift. I got a golf hat.
Unreal.
It says Unreal Golf. So I don't know, that must be a golf thing, but it is a golf hat. I have a feeling this is going to be Angie, L, or Emma Jeep in the yellow Jeep for the summer with the top off. Driving down the road to protect their hair. Maybe me too. But
I got some cute black and white Nikes that'll go with that.
There you go. So I have a feeling somebody will be stealing this one from me. But it is what it is. Got a golf hat for free. And then they gave me this. Sound is Power Quiet Comfort headphones from Bose headphones. So I don't know if these are any good or not. I'm not sure exactly. I should look them up.
It's a really actually expensive brand.
How much do you think these cost? Noise canceling.
$250 probably.
Now, when would I wear these? Like, could I mow the yard with these?
Yeah.
Would it be weird to mow the yard? Does anybody out there mow the yard in full-on headphones? Like, I feel like most people wear, like, the AirPods when they mow.
I might use those just for noise canceling so I can read my book when I'm downstairs with you.
I don't know about that. Because then you would miss out on all my discussion topics. So I don't know what I use these for. Maybe if I ever get... And I'm still thinking, Angie, and I don't know if I told you this yet. And I know you and Elle, you thought Elle could do it, and we know Elle can't do it for sure. But I'm thinking about hiring out. I'm thinking about hiring somebody, like a social media manager or something. The time has come. I've got too much on my day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
I need to hire somebody that wants to grow with me. Angie, I know you like to grow with me. But
I don't grow, you grow.
Yeah, you love it. You love to start big and end even bigger. That's for sure. But I'm thinking about hiring that. I need somebody to help me with some things, some editing and maybe thumbnails. And I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's like it takes money to make money, but like, let's go full in. Let's get all the chips out there, Angie. Let's go in. Angie's got feet videos to do. Show them the feet real quick, not too long.
I just painted them too.
Oh my gosh, those are some special feet here. She's got the long toes. They almost look like monkey feet.
Or little finger toes.
She could pick stuff up. So there's people that go wild for those toes. So I think you start that business, they could do that stuff. Anyways,
I could pick up anything you want.
She could. She could put her toes in cakes. I can just see the whole thing. Oh, blow those candles out with your toes. Who knows? But We'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. It's a busy life. It's a busy life, of course, as we know. But
Your friend out there.
I hear for somebody. But it's funny. It's a good segue here as we're done with the housekeeping here, about 30 minutes in, Angie. It's time, of course, to try new foods. Brought to you by Deutsch Snacking Dough. It's time to try new foods because they might taste good.
We can try a little bit of this and a little bit of that. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. We gotta try new food because they might taste good.
All right, Angie, it's time to try new foods because they might taste good. And we got something extra special, but in a plot twist, we got a little bit more housekeeping here. It's all about housekeeping this week. But Angie, this week we did go to one Panda Express. We went out to eat way too much this week. So we went to Panda Express. They have this new Cantonese barbecue brisket, which is kind of strange for there. And I actually tried the lo mein noodles for the first time. They were actually kind of good. I don't know if I like them more than rice.
You can get half and half too.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, I did try that, and those were interesting because in all the promotion, the TV commercials, and all the social media, you guys, if you're on social media, I'm getting bombarded for this Panda thing. Are you too?
No.
I don't know why. They think I'm some panda eater. I don't know. But I did want to try it because I do love barbecue. I do love brisket. And it was actually pretty good. You tried it. It was good. I don't know if it was worth like the $2.50 upcharge or whatever it was. And there were some really good meaty pieces and there were some fatty pieces. And I guess that's brisket at the end of the day. But I like kind of the chewier, hard corners of a brisket, the more charred up kind of version. And I'm not a big fan of the overly fatty section. I only had one that was overly fatty, but I thought it was worth a try. So if you're into Panda, you're into that, give it a try once. I think it's here through the summer, they said. We also, in a plot twist, the kids really wanted to go to Chipotle. They needed Chipotle, so we went. I did try the Chipotle honey chicken. That was pretty good. That was all right. But
You really are out there just trying new foods because they might taste good.
I am. I'm just trying to get a little spice in my life. I need some more variety. Angie, you got anything for me?
I don't know. Can you
got
believe
any
how
tricks?
spicy my little variety's getting? I've been eating spicy food a lot.
You've been doing a lot of spicy things lately.
Bit spicy.
You would not believe the thing she's in. And that's the true thing you should be doing. Is just somebody asked in my comments the other day, when are you going to finally start that OnlyFans? But
Oh my God.
I think it's just too much.
It's
That's
so
too much.
embarrassing. If we didn't have kids, I might consider it. I would never consider it with children.
And that's the thing. It's like you do it for a month. Like, this is the greatest idea ever. And then you make $800 that first month.
Can you imagine, like, them? I can't even process it.
You make $800, but then you do it like, oh, it's $1 million. Like, that's rare. So it's rarefied air. So I wouldn't hold your hopes out for that one. We're too prominent of individuals in society to get away with that one there. I think our better chance is just to win that lottery. But first I figured out
There's a better chance of winning the lottery.
we've got to start playing this lottery. That's the thing. That's the hard part though. You can't, I've really found out you can't win if you don't play.
There's something with our state. Like, nobody ever wins in our state.
That's
Weird
not necessarily
conspiracy
true.
about
I
it.
see stuff every once in a while, but you got to do that. But I think the true key is, and I did see this on the news one time, it said to win the lottery, your best chances is to buy as many tickets as you can afford. I think is the key. So I think, if you got $1 million in your savings, I think I should cash it out. Maybe just a 401k,
Have you ever asked,
everything.
like, AI or ChatGPT, like, what numbers you should pick, or how does that work?
Now, I always pick Oakland A's numbers, of course. I'll get Carney
I never
Lansford,
picked. I was
Jose
just
Canseco, Mark McGuire, Ricky Henderson, of course, sometimes Tony La Russa, Dave Stewart. I usually get the 89 A's is usually what I end up going with, but neither here nor there. But we did try the Chipotle mess there. It was okay. It was all right. And then I did also go to Arby's. I go to Arby's about every 2 years or so. I said, let's just go. Come on. We could literally walk out our backyard and walk like 10 minutes to Arby's if we wanted to. It'd be a nice little jaunt. Let's walk over there. But nobody wants to walk to Arby's. They want to drive to Arby's.
You didn't even get that meat mountain.
Didn't get the meat mountain. Instead, I indulged in your meat mountains. But Angie, what did you get there again?
Just sliders.
She got, Angie said, give me the slider flight. She got 20
No,
sliders.
on the menu, they showed like 3 or 4 sliders. So I was like, I'll just take one of each because they were really small. And then I got like 10.
I was like, what is all
They
this?
must have had a bunch off menu. There were so many random
I was wondering why
ones.
the bill was so expensive. We got all these sliders. Then you took them home, and I think I had one for lunch the other day, and then I think you had another one.
Game to the rats, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. It's a waste of money. But I said they're promoting this brisket. I'm a brisket guy, and I'm like, I don't know. Arby's had a good brisket sandwich like 10 years ago, but this one, I don't recommend it. Mine was very thin sliced, almost like roast beef or something, and then it was very fatty and gross. It was not a good quality, obviously. What are we doing, Arby's? So stay away from that.
If you want to go cheap on the brisket, there was a brisket slider that I got.
And that was terrible. I thought it was a ham. I wasn't sure if it was a ham sandwich or not. I still think it might have been a ham sandwich. So I don't know. So I don't recommend any of that. But hopefully today here we can recommend this one for you as we got a brand new food to try. Angie, what do we got here today?
Like butter. You're like, speaking of Asians.
Speaking of Koreans, the brand new
BTS
Oreo. BTS Oreos.
Brown sugar pancake flavored cream.
Spam.
My favorite kind of cream.
What kind?
Brown sugar pancake.
What are you saying?
Oh my God.
What is
I like a
Angie?
brown. I was trying to show what it said and I was doing a weird
Angie
thing.
likes Browntown, that's for sure. But
So do you.
Angie, what do we got? Well, these just came out this
I literally
week.
just already said.
Yeah, but what's the calories?
They always go 140.
140
They keep it pretty consistent.
for two.
Yep.
I think a can of Coke is 140 for a can of Coke, if I'm not mistaken. I was kind of judged by that. Brown sugar pancake flavored cream. Now, when I think of pancakes, I think of blueberry syrup, maple syrup. I don't really think of brown sugar.
Do you know how to pronounce that?
Why does it taste so good?
Hot yep.
Straight from Seoul Street Markets to fans, a limited edition Oreo cookie inspired by Hottok, BTS's favorite snack. So I'm sure the kids know all about this, don't
It's
they?
those really, like, I think they're the really fluffy. Like,
13 unique cookie designs, Angie. Are we going to like this?
oh, very mapley. Is that what that is?
Yes. Whew. No, it's brown
But
sugar.
It's two-toned in the
I think
cream,
we got
though.
shorted an Oreo in the middle.
It's two-toned on the cream, though.
Yeah, I don't know. So we got the violet purple on the outside. Our Universe, BTS Army. Now, BTS coming to Chicago this year. I told the kids we can't afford to go there. It's
Well, this one has all their names on it.
too much work.
What's yours say on it? Our Universe, BTS Army.
BTS, too expensive concert tickets for me, especially for driving 5 hours. So you got to drive 5 hours there, 5 hours back, hotel, like $1,000 a ticket. Oh, get out of here. But they smell good, very brown sugary.
You always know it's fresh, too, when you can.
But yeah, very
Get it
fresh.
clean.
When these Oreos just dropped on Monday this week. Got them Monday, so they're very fresh. You get these a couple weeks down the line.
It almost smells like if you've ever had like the brown sugar boba. That's exactly what it smells like.
Never tried a
Those little,
boba.
like, brown bobas.
All right, let's give it a try. I'm actually hungry.
I know, me too.
This tastes like a criminal undercover. Not terrible.
I mean, it's good. I just can't. What does it remind you of? It's very mapley.
But there's no
I guess
maple
it's
in
the
it.
brown sugar. but-
Yeah. I think maple and brown sugar are close together. I always got to try two.
It's good. Do you feel like you're almost like breaking down sugar crystals in the...
It almost
weird.
reminds me of the pop rocks as
Yeah.
they choke on this Oreo.
Maybe there is some little in the filling. Something in
Almost
there.
choking on this. I had a bad choking episode this week, Angie, when
Right
I went
before golf.
golfing. Like 6 a.m., I said, I got to eat something because I got a long day out there. So I had a little protein bagel. And I took one bite and I immediately choked on it. And usually I can get it up after like 5 minutes or so.
You can always get it up.
I can usually. It only takes me seconds, but could not get it up this time, Angie. It was a very rough morning. I tried
Even
It was horrible.
giving you the maneuver, you could not get it up.
I sat there for an hour time. I'm like, it was a 20-minute drive to the golf course. I'm like trying to get it timed just right. And man, it was a bad day. I was puking left and right. I was throwing up chunks of bagel. It was a mess. It was a disaster. And I could not get this thing up. And I was like, I'm just going to die right here. And then I said, well, I got to go to golf. I can't miss this. I can't just not bail. So, and then, so I'm starving and thirsty all day. But the minute I drink something, I immediately puke it all up. That's what happens. Like all the water distance. We've been through this on the podcast. I don't need to run through this all over again. We've talked about it. Yes.
When most people choke, is it like actually choked in their windpipe or is it stuck in there?
Like I can
You can still breathe
Yeah.
and talk.
But it sucks because I can barely breathe out of my nose. So I could get a little bit out of there and I can get a little bit out. I can choke, but it's just like I can't drink or eat and it feels like it's there. And then the next morning I woke up and I'm like, my chest hurts. I feel like I maybe have pneumonia or something. And I realized I'm all bruised from puking, trying to get this all up. I'm getting all these little chunks up. I'm like, I swear I chew 24 times. Like I'm the last guy to finish dinner now because of this exact reason. It takes me forever. I don't know what happened. Here.
Protein bagel with peanut butter, chunky
It
peanut
was
butter.
too much.
Not the move.
At like 5:30 in the morning, it's too much.
Need
It's too
some
much.
jelly on there to lubricate it.
I am done with breads and everything for breakfast. I can't do it. The breads are what get me every single time. But then I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, it's 100 degrees on the golf course. I'm turning down Gatorades, I'm turning down water, I'm turning down my Diet Mountain Dew, I'm turning down alcohol, I'm turning it all down. I'm like, I don't want to be there on the golf course in front of everybody, taking a drink and spitting it all up and puking everywhere. They had food, I'm not going to do any of that. So I was very hungry. And what happened is I think my natural juices, Angie, my natural juices inside.
It's saliva.
Angie, you know all about natural juices, of course. Is creamy,
It
beautiful.
also is mixed with my saliva.
Yes,
Yours.
exactly. But it just, I think it slowly worked it down.
It always does.
It does. And I think it just disintegrated all of that at the end of the day. So I did eat dinner that night. That was the night we went to Panda, I think. Or did we get Chipotle?
I have no idea.
It all runs together.
Chipotle sounds like we did that first.
That was Sunday. So it would have been Monday. We went and got Panda that night. So I had no issues with Panda. There was no choking. None, but there was almost
noodles,
choking here.
Those slippery noodles. That rice will get you.
All right. Out of 5, what do you think this cookie doesn't taste like anything like an Oreo cookie on the outside?
I'm honestly surprised with the food coloring. Oh, I guess it doesn't have... I figured they'd have red 40 and blue because didn't they have to get rid of red 40?
I think it's got purple 20 in it.
Oh, no, it does have red 40.
Oh, my gosh. I knew I was autistic.
So they did mix the red and blue to make the purple. Yeah, most people are going away with that. They're coming in. They're coming in hot with the red 40. Oh, my gosh.
Now, first off, rate BTS on a scale of 1 to 5 for your K-pop fans.
I like BTS. I like
1 to
that they're
5.
a little older, too. So they're not like...
1 to 5.
feel less creepy listening to them. As far as like just K-pop, I would give them like a 4.
How about music in general?
2.5.
I give them double O's. Double O's on both. I think
You always rock around smooth like
because I am smooth like butter, and I've been saying that since I was a kid before they were even born, I think.
swim.
Who knows? But I'm not a BTS guy. They don't do anything for me.
Skin.
What would the kids
We
say?
need to do that song in the I need to do that song in the pool. Their
There
new
you go.
swim song.
And Angie, speaking of you from the pool, we're going to have a straight from the pool Q&A. I think by the time this one posts, unless your Patreon members have it already, but you're going to get the Angie Q&A straight from the pool. A lot of people gooning over that. Is that what they call it?
Probably.
Angie going crazy. And it's so funny that people get so worked up. Like, look what she's wearing. But like literally, she's not wearing a bra. You're literally wearing a swimsuit that she would go to the swimsuit.
And I chose not to sit here. That would have been inappropriate.
Yes, because of, the unshavingness. No. Clean as a whistle.
That's where babies come from.
No. Because she doesn't wear pants. But, all right, enough jibber jabber here. But check out the Q&A if you want some more of Angie here. We got a little question later on here. But Angie, we got to bring this home. What are we rating these out of 5?
Ugh.
I'll say these are one of the most surprising Oreos for me.
3.75?
Well, look at that. 3. What's the difference between 3.75 and 3.8 to you? What's that little slim
There's
difference?
not. It's just I like to be like on an even like.
You like to sound really
2.55.
cool.
7.5.
I'm going to go a nice 3 on this one. These were a lot better than I thought they were going to be.
I'm like trying to like decide what's in my, because it's still in my teeth, like what I keep.
I
tasting.
almost wish there was like a little jelly in this one, like just a little hint, like a dollop of jelly, like of something.
I think the purple's is giving you jelly, and so you like feel like you should taste it.
I feel like I want just a little taste of jelly. It's like a brown, I don't know. But anyways, better than I thought they'd be, way better than the music. And that's just a personal opinion. I'm sure there's somebody watching this. There's probably a BTS army. I've offended the ICP army on numerous occasions. And one of my TikToks, which I don't even know how to do
Remember when Elle
TikTok.
listened to that?
Oh,
I just had
weird.
Totally thought
And that's what I talked about. I said, the minute I said, you're out of the family, get out, there's the door. And then all these juggalos came at me. They're like, you don't understand, juggalo, whoop, whoop. They would give me all that.
My thing just did that weird thing where it like shifted.
Uh-oh. Well, what's she
Look
talking
at it. It looks weird. My collarbone.
Oh.
Remember that one time when you were
She's got
editing?
dancing.
You're like,
You
what's wrong
got
with your
dancing collarbones. Just dancing.
It's wrong with your
Oh,
bone?
your collarbone? Let me see. But
Knock my mic out.
yeah, everybody came at me, and I don't know TikTok. And that's what I say. I'm going to get somebody to work for me, and they're going to do my TikToks. They're going to do all this stuff. And I'm just going to say, here's the stuff. Do what you want with it. Let's make some money out of it, and you can have some of it. I wish my daughter could do that. That'd be the way to go. But got to say, better than expected on these. Better than expected. But Angie, we got to get enough of this jibber jabber. We got another segment to get to. It's time. Brought to you by Decade Eyewear. Use the QR code. Save yourself $10. It's time.
I'm still waiting on my pair.
Keep waiting. It's time for the album of the week. All right, Angie, it's time for the album of the week. We haven't done an album of the week in a while as I've been so busy. I don't have time. I
can't even think what it's going to be.
I don't know how I'm going to find time. I just don't know how. I'm backed myself into a life corner where I just can't. I don't know what to do.
I know.
Where do I find the time? It's like I need to go
everything you do is such like a niche thing that no one can help you.
Nobody can help me.
So it's either like let it go or
I just don't know.
Stress.
I don't know. What is time? Got the time like a young Anthrax? Maybe. I'll figure it out one of these days. I think I need some changes though. I think change is coming. Change is stirring. And I think there's going to be a new adventure.
Yep.
Some new mountains to climb.
Yep.
2 new mountains to climb. Bring them all. We'll see what happens. But it's time for the album of the week. Enough jibber jabber. Enough reflecting pond time. Go reflect in the pool later. We'll see. But it is time for the album of the week. And it's been a while since we've done album of the week. As I said, I just don't have time for anything anymore. I hate it. And then my computer, I have like 3 monitors on my desk. This is a little bit behind the scenes here, but I have one computer with a desktop and I got my work stuff I'm working on. And I usually have this one playing YouTube videos or podcasts or whatever. And of course, that thing finally exploded on me. Exploded, can't get it to work, can't get the desktop. I was like, maybe it needs to be blown out with an air canister. Maybe that's it. Maybe I hit it with a hammer a couple times. Wouldn't come back. So now I'm thinking, I think we have a little TV somewhere in this house still, don't we?
oh god.
Like we have like a bunch of TVs. At one time we had a TV in all 20 rooms in our house. Even the bathroom had TVs. And we have them like in the garage all over. I need to find one of those and I'll just airdrop or stream from my iPad to it or something. I don't know. Why am I getting into this? But anyways, album of the week is here and I'm finally checking this one out. It took me a lot longer than I wanted to. It took me about a week to finally listen to it. It is Paul McCartney. It is the Boys of Dungeon Lane, the brand new Paul McCartney album. Just came out. We saw him on Stephen Colbert. We saw him on Saturday Night Live. Overseas Europe, he was all over the place. He was doing chicken shop dates or something, whatever that was. I watched that on YouTube. Yeah. We saw that. Paul making the rounds for his new albums. And I was thinking back, I first found out about Paul McCartney when I was in elementary school. He used to be on MTV all the time back in the day. And it was a kid in the 80s, you were watching MTV. And I was in elementary, and it was, I think, 1989 when the Hope of Deliverance album came out. Off the Ground followed in 1990. That was an all-timer. Angie said it was one of the worst songs she's ever heard from any artist is Biker Like an Icon. I strongly disagree. And good friend of the channel.
She's a biker.
Yeah, amazing.
It's so amateur.
You play Off the Ground, that album. You listen to Biker and Get Out of My Life. There's so many good songs on there. Good friend of the channel, Danny Lukasha. You're familiar with Danny. Mm-hmm. He'll back me up 100%. Because when you said this, I said, I'm immediately texting Danny. He'll back me up here. And he said, oh, all-timer. Because we were in elementary school. We were rocking out to Paul McCartney. And it's wild to me thinking like at 9 years old, I'm rocking to Paul McCartney. And our kids at 9 are listening to all this K-pop junk and all this. I'm listening to, 40-year-old Paul McCartney is 9 years old. And I remember people telling me like, Kyle, he was in this band called the Beatles. I'm like, I don't want to listen to the Beatles. There's no way they're better than Paul McCartney, Hope of Deliverance. There's no way. There's no way they have anything going on there. Paul's fine just on his own. And it took me like 5 years to even listen to the Beatles. I was just Paul McCartney solo.
It's wild.
That being said, Paul McCartney solo album, I've listened to them like the day they've came out. This is the first time it took me a week. But ever since that day, I've listened. I remember running from school lunch. We had an hour and I ran like a mile to the mall and a mile back to school to pick up.
That's hardcore.
Picking up Flaming Pie, his album Once Upon a Time. Love Flaming Pie. Another amazing Paul McCartney. Paul's got some serious underrated stuff that he doesn't get the credit for in his solo career. Everybody goes to the Beatles. They go to some of those big Wings hits. But 80s, 90s Paul, very underrated. I'll take that to my grave. But we arrive at a brand new album here, The Boys of Dungeon Lane. And I got to say, I'm a little underwhelmed by this one, Angie. I'm a little sad. I don't know if this is going to be Paul's final album. I doubt it. He hasn't said that. And let's be honest, whenever any legacy artist dies, there's stuff that comes out long after they're dead. We see it with Motorhead and stuff, which I don't mind that. Some people don't like it. I do like it. Keeps them still alive when their music comes out. But this one was just a little too soft for me. There was 2 songs that stood out. Now, first thing, Angie, you didn't really listen to it. You heard bits and pieces of like a song you couldn't even remember.
Right.
But I listened to it 2 times and nothing really stuck with me outside of Home to Us was one of the songs. Now, this album was about Paul reflecting on his past in Liverpool, Dungeon Lane, all that kind of stuff. one of those things you start reflecting at the end of your life.
Oh, yeah.
And possibly, I've not mentioned this yet. We talked all about Angie's birthday, but my real important birthday is coming up here, June 25th. Mark your calendars, of course. I'm a little bit nervous, though, because a lot of people die very close to their birthday. And I feel like I'm coming on that full cycle there where something's going to happen to me. I'm going to die. It's going to be that time around there. So I hope to see you guys in July. If not, it was a good time. I hope you all celebrate America 250, get some fireworks, don't blow your fingers off. I loved you all. I loved you all. Just remember that. Remember that. Especially you. Especially you over there. Oh my gosh. Watch out. Watch out. But neither here nor there. But this one was
This
Paul.
shirt ain't neither here nor there.
Paul coming full circle in life. Paul saying, kind of just singing about that. So the song Home to Us was a duet with one Ringo Starr where people are like, this is their first duet in 100 years. I'm like, they did it on the Flaming Pie album. Go back to that one. It was a wonderful night, a beautiful song as well. But I enjoyed that one. Ringo's voice, I've always been a champion of Ringo's voice. Always loved it. That was a good song. And then the other song was called Come Inside, which was really good. And Angie, you say come outside, right? I believe it's
Come in your hand.
come somewhere else, that's for sure. But Angie, Come Inside was another good one there that I did like. Those are the two standout tracks. There's about 14 tracks in this album. But I wanted Paul to kind of rock out a little bit more. I like the ups and downs. I always like the piano songs. I like some of the 50s songs he does, like Run Devil Run, stuff like that. I could take one or two slow songs, but this one was just kind of too melancholy. It felt like I was driving on a rainy day, like a gloomy day. That's kind of album it is. And I have too many gloomy days. I don't need more gloomy days. And this one was too gloomy for me. So I had to put on some Creator and really rock out with Satan is what I had to do. But I was just a little disappointed in this. And I know people say Paul's voice isn't what it is, especially live. I get it, but at least he's still doing it 100% live. Studio trickery, he can make his voice sound fine. He can do whatever he needs to do. So it was okay for what it is, but man, I'll listen to it again. And in this day and age, I don't have a lot of time to listen to the same albums over and over and over because there's so much stuff coming at you all the time or coming inside you. You never know.
Oh my God.
But I will listen to it again. I hope it's a grower, not a necessary shower, but I don't know. I was pretty disappointed by it. So I'm probably going to give it a low 2 out of 5 as of right now. Hate to do it. Hopefully Paul didn't see this, but can you imagine? Can you imagine? I've been a fan for so long.
You're literally crawling all day.
The only
Then he
time
really
he
would be
sees
dead.
it. Yeah.
He'd be like the girl on The Crash where she high speed drove the car.
Yeah. Could be. So it was a little bit of a bummer there, but I'd be interested in your thoughts. And I'm guessing most people watching this didn't even listen to it, but maybe
They probably not even listening to this.
Maybe they're probably never listening to this. They fast forward through. I noticed that a lot too. I've had a lot of videos up on my YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out my YouTube channel, yes, I have a YouTube channel, a couple. Check them out. People were commenting like stuff that I'm like, did you watch the video? Did you? Well, no, I don't watch. Some guy commented, I don't watch any of your videos. But you comment on my videos, but you don't watch any of them. It was a weird thing. But there was other people like, did you watch where I said that? I talked about that? Oh, no, I just, I peruse. I don't watch.
Don't try to argue with this guy. What way?
It just drives me nuts. This world. This world's not for me anymore. It's passed me by. It's time for me to leave. I need to travel the astral plane and get to my next level. It's time for me to get to my next level. There's more for me out there, folks. There's more for me out there. But Angie, that's it. That's Paul McCartney. It's a sad day. But Angie, it's time to wrap this thing up. Let's go to some final thoughts. All right, Angie, it's time for a few final thoughts, which means question of the week. And if you want to be the question of the week, stick it in the YouTube comments or email the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com. And you too could be question of the week. And Angie, a lot of people reached out on social media on my post, of course, wishing you a happy birthday. And we got some emails saying happy birthday. So once again, Angie, happy birthday. A good old gal back for another round. 29 again or something like that. Who knows? But Angie, of course, it is time for the question of the week. And we got to dive into it. But of course, before we get there, let's plug the Patreon. Let's plug Sir Paul64 on the X. Let's plug _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com. And don't forget Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. A lot going on, a lot to check out, but trust me, it's worth your time. It's worth your time. And Angie, you're not really on social media, but people try. People try. Money talks, though, of course, as we know. But Angie, let's get down to this question here before we finish it off. And we got one here from good longtime friend of the channel, Jess O'Kelly. Jess O'Kelly with special shout out. And this question is to you this week.
Great. Okay.
Angie, have you or the kids ever broken one of Kyle's figures when he was away? If yes, did you glue it back together and never tell him or fess up?
No, but I've broken plenty in front of you.
That's true. You've broken a lot of hearts.
I'm pretty sure I broke Ozzy's some of Ozzy's fingers off at one point.
On that knucklebone statue?
I think I did. Oh my gosh, I've broken all your expensive stuff too. I think I broke some of the tassels off the Ultimate Warrior.
That's right. I have that Sideshow collectible Ultimate Warrior. She actually broke the tassel on the leg. Luckily, it glued back on, but still, it forever haunts me. But I feel like you've dropped things, you dinged things. There's been a few things you've done, and I can't think of all of them.
Yeah, but I never I don't lie about it.
No, she does, and honestly, she doesn't really care. She doesn't really care.
Like, that's what you get for asking for help.
What was it? What was it the other day? There was like probably a Mythic Legion. I had a bit of a meltdown on the Kyle Peterson 2.0 about broken Mythic Legions, and I had something on the table because I usually stick a bunch of stuff. I usually have a pile in the basement of things that need glued or fixed, and it was a lot of Legions. I had 4 things broken off the last one, and let me tell you,
it was a parrot.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that too. But yeah, I had that, and then there was that like whatever Mythic Legion weapon. I had those on there to glue, like they were almost broken off. And Angie immediately, what's going on with these? Oh
no, I was trying to re-glue it, but it like snapped when I was trying to like hold it with too much pressure.
Frankie, Coco Beware's parrot. A lot of people struggling with the parrot lately because his feathers on the back breaking off on his tail.
Didn't I buy a backup of him?
So I have not opened that one up. If I was smart, I would have had that right here. We could have tested to see if my Frankie was broken on that second one because it's a bit of a 2-in-1 figure, so I got 2 of them. But yeah, she broke Frankie. He was hanging on by a thread. I was going to glue it, and she finished off the job. And then there was one weapon too, but it is what it is.
I glued it, tried to prop it up, and then it broke.
Do you ever remember breaking anything like as a kid at your parents' house, like a precious moment you knocked off or something, and you had to like super glue it?
The only thing I lied is I hit a baseball through our window or our neighbor's window and broke it and lied. Or maybe I did it to our window. I broke some window and I lied about it, but somebody saw me. So like I had to
fess up. And then
after that, I'm like, it's not even worth it.
And then you got the switch or the stitch. What's it called?
Oh yeah, I got, if I ever lied or got in trouble, I got beat with like a paddle.
Ooh, she got the
had
paddle.
Like a Psalms like engraved on it. We would get like.
And then you'd read that palm off your butt when you were done with it. That's what happened.
Imprinted the palm on your butt.
And that's the only way.
The Psalms.
The only way you're gonna learn. Yeah, you got to beat the Jesus into you or out of you, maybe. Who knows?
When I was even get a little aggressive, I'd be marked all the way out.
I don't remember. I can't remember how this happened, but obviously the only thing I can remember, my sister was. What happened? Somehow, long story short, my sister drove the car through our garage door.
Oh my God.
And I can't remember how she did that, though. I don't remember.
She just put in drive instead of reverse.
I feel like I was there, though, but like I don't remember driving with her ever. I was not that crazy. So I don't know if she just did it, and then like, I don't know.
Did she try to blame you or something, or what happened?
I don't know. I do remember as a kid, though, my sister, she did one time. Do you know where this is going?
No.
She carved my initials into our dining room table with like a knife, like a butter knife, and just put the old KP right in there. And of course, my parents get home, like they go crazy at me and they're like screaming and yelling at me. I'm like, what are you even talking about? And I was like 6-year-old Kyle then or something. 6-year-old Kyle though was like, what you talking about? What do you leave me alone? And I remember them specifically saying to me, like, why would your sister carve your initials? She would have done her initials. Like, that doesn't make, like, I was totally framed. And I felt like they believed me, but they probably didn't. But, like, I was not that stupid. Like, at 6 years old, I knew that, like, why would I do this? Because that would be the dumbest thing ever. Somebody's going to see it. They're obviously going to think to me. Yeah. But I'll never forget that. Just being just evil. Just evil things. Evil things. Evil things. But anyways, but Angie, there's still time. Yeah, but I think we have had a few things break over the years. There's nothing worse than breaking a figure, especially
and it's
like
always when we're like moving, so it's like I'm being helpful. So like, what are you gonna say? Like,
and it's always like, it seems like whenever I break something, it's a Mythic Legions or it's a NECA something. It's like a little weapon or something, or it comes broken, and it just boils my blood.
I've built too many things for you to like yell at me about breaking something.
That's true, and Angie did
but
just
I'm
build.
So dropsy as I get older. I'm like, I don't know, my hands just like. Sure. Maybe it's the hand-eye coordination.
MS
like
Parkinson's.
I just like trust.
It's crazy, but yeah, we have. And Angie, you did build another display cabinet for us. You'll see that video on the channel very soon. I think they wanted me to post on the 16th, but there was a company out there. I'm not plugging them now. But they said, Kyle, we'll send you this display case if you'll do a little video on it. And I said, well, I do. Conveniently enough, I need 2 more display cases. So I said, all right, I'll do this. And you'll see that video as I try to do my best salesman pitch through it on that one. But Angie put that one together. But it looks pretty good for the value, and apparently it's going to be 27% off for Prime. So that's why they want me to put it up on the 16th, and then it's going to plug for Prime. But yeah, for $100 magnet, it's almost like kind of a double wide detolf kind of.
Oh, that was the cost on it?
It was a $200 normally, but it's going to be up 27% off apparently for Prime Day is what they said. So got to get a deal out there. So it'll be an interesting one. But that's it, Angie. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything you want to bring home?
No.
Next week, we'll talk about our friend Joe Bob Briggs. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of more zany, crazy things. I need to do maybe we should start a Patreon exclusive after show podcast where we do one more segment that's only for Patreon every single month. And because it'll be stuff that I can't share into the real world. But for, the people on Patreon, I could. That could still be dangerous, though. I don't know if I could do that because I would like to open up about a few other things, but to protect the innocent, I don't know if I could do that. And I think I could do something special every single week, but I probably shouldn't. I don't know. We'll think about that. I don't know.
Let's sleep on it.
Sleep on it. Maybe. We'll see. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Anyways, that's enough. That's final
Is it time
thoughts.
to eat? I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, we're going to Buffalo Wild Wings tonight because we have free wings for a year, and you go on Thursday because you get a little bit more bang for your buck on a Thursday. But I think we might get these buttery ranch ones again, Buffalo Ranch or whatever.
Those were good.
They're pretty good. So if you're not checking out the food reviews on Kyle Peterson 2.0, man, you're missing out. You're missing out. But anyways, Angie, what did we learn today?
Oh, God.
Do you remember where this went today?
We talked about so much stuff.
So much stuff was covered. Can you give me 5 things?
Emma's graduation.
Yep.
Because my baby.
Yep.
Oh, my birthday.
Her birthday, never forget. I already did.
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney, Dungeon Lane, of course.
I always have to close my eyes when I really got to concentrate.
I've noticed that. I've seen you do your best work
I
closed
kind of have
eyes.
like a visual mind, so I'm like playing it back in my mind.
Oh, boy.
Jesus. The Oreo.
Oreo, there's 3, right?
Yes, the Oreo.
Okay.
That's 4 things.
Was it? Okay, one more. You got one more?
What else did we talk about?
Oh,
at the
there was a
beginning?
lot.
We're going to Joe Bob. Oh, we went to He-Man.
That was last week. But we did talk about He-Man, so we'll give it to you just to get out of here is what we'll do. So better luck next time on that test, Angie. So there it is for episode 64.
Sure.
64 of the Kyle Peterson Show. Angie, tell everyone goodbye in your own special way.
Walk 47 miles of barbed wire. Use a cobra snake for a nick.